on the northwestern part of Africa, is a place that stirs the imagination of ornate houses of prayer, of exotic wares that line the streets, in the maze-like Medinas that live in the past. A place splashed with patterns, colors, and flavors, and a people that bring them all to life. This is a two-part adventure exploring one of Africa's only remaining kingdoms, Morocco. A mere mention of Morocco connotes images of chaotic souks filled with colorful carpets, crystalline lamps, and elegant tea sets ready to be haggled over. Today, I found myself transported to a Moroccan Medina brimming with all kinds of treasures. But instead of navigating its small alleyways, I walked around the fifth floor of Rustan's as they celebrated a month-long festival called the Heart of Morocco. And thankfully, instead of the noisy hawkers, I was welcomed by Neri Tantoko, the chairman and CEO of the retail giant.
I would like to welcome you to our Moroccan festival, which we call Le Cœur de Maroc, or the Heart of Morocco. Thank you very much for joining us for our opening night.
I'm happy to be here. I walked around all fantastic things that you have here.
Thank you.
And I understand you yourself and Marilyn chose them individually.
That's correct, yes. I bought the fashion accessories and Marilyn bought home.
And I understand because you've lived there for a while.
We used to come to visit our parents who was living in Morocco for 5 or 6 years. And so we went to Morocco often.
And you had the opportunity to take a look and know all the secrets of the markets and the souk.
Yes. Every time we visit Morocco, we just fall in love with the country.
The family's close ties to Morocco and love for the culture resonates until today. With the full support of the Moroccan embassy, everyone was assured of an authentic cultural experience. I was glad to talk again to Ambassador Rida Al-Fazi, the first resident ambassador of Morocco in the Philippines.
We have long-standing relationships with the Rustams, and we appreciate it. We are looking forward to develop it more and more. I hope that it will be enticement to the Filipino to visit Morocco and to show them how rich is our culture and how it is diversified.
And there is no visa requirement.
Yes, it's free visa.
That's why it's very easy for us to go.
No visa. So people can say, oh, let's see more.
That's right.
So you should visit other cities.
I would love to.
The last time I was in Morocco was when I was taking an aircraft on a round-the-world flight. Taking up Ambassador El-Fazi's advice, I set out on another journey to this part of Africa. Morocco's location in the African continent, where it meets both the Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea, gives it a unique advantage. It is part of the Maghreb, the northwestern section of the Arab world, and a doorway to the rest of Africa. At the same time, it lies so close to Europe to the north, separated by the narrow Strait of Gibraltar by only 8 miles. Morocco has one foot in the ancient Arab and African world, and another in the modern West, making it an interesting crossroads of culture. My first stop is the country's largest city and financial center, Casablanca. In the midst of its crammed souks, the dusty old buildings, and crowded plazas, I traced back Morocco's history, which is as colorful as its tapestries.
When in Morocco, it's very difficult not to go shopping. In this place called Kabouche, they have a lot of local stuff that's very interesting to see.
Most of these traditional carpets originate from the Berber people, indigenous, nomadic people who inhabited North Africa west of Egypt. They lived here in tribes before any other cultures arrived. Because of the lack of unification, the area was constantly invaded and fell into the hands of different Western trading powers, including the Romans. In the Middle Ages, Jews and Moors from Spain also settled in Morocco, bringing in new waves of culture. The variety of wares you will find in the souks speaks volumes about the rich influences Moroccan culture has. I made my way to one of Casablanca's main squares, the Mohammed V Square, named after the grandfather of the current king. As the Roman Empire fell, the Arabs came and took over, bringing the Islamic religion with them. The Berbers embraced Islam, and until today is the largest religion in Morocco. In the centuries that followed, European powers also set their sights on Morocco, particularly Spain and France. By 1904, Morocco was divided between the two countries, with France gaining a bigger portion. Downtown, Casablanca's urban design is decidedly French, with its decaying Art Deco buildings reflecting the glory days of the city. After World War II, the people of Morocco wanted independence. Following a long struggle, France granted Morocco independence in 1956. Today, the country remains a monarchy, ruled by the descendants of the Alauid dynasty since 1649. It was interesting to watch the locals around the plaza, a true melting pot and crossroads of culture. Up next, I continue to explore Casablanca, the Hollywood movie that propelled it to fame. Step inside one of the grandest mosques in the world before driving to one of Morocco's most sacred cities.